Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. As you know, I like to reflect on purchases and I always film my reviews of purchases that I've made in the last 5 to 6 months and let you guys know if they were a hit or a miss. Unfortunately, there is one or two things that were probably not the smartest and I feel that I could have probably picked something better. So if you're curious, keep watching and let's review my recent designer purchases. Alright, there are quite a few bags. Actually, I didn't realize I recently bought quite a few bags, so I wanted to start with a bag that was definitely a hit. Let's start on a positive note, right? I'm talking about the Chanel Vanity pouch that I recently unboxed. In case you've missed my unboxing, I'll make sure to leave the unboxing in this corner so you can click and check it out. But oh my god, I didn't realize how much I needed this bag until I got it. It was a bit of a challenge, as I mentioned in my unboxing, to find it. I definitely did not want to pay a premium and get it through a reseller, so I had to be patient and get it directly from boutique. But oh my god, this bag is actually such a great price as well for Chanel. It is a £2,500 and it's been super popular style for, I would say, the past year, and it looks like Chanel keeps bringing more and more colors and they change up the style slightly by maybe adding a different hardware. With the latest fall winter collection, they also released the same vanity pouches with an oversized quilt. But I'm so glad I got the classic one because it's just so timeless. The design feels very timeless, very Chanel, and it won't date as much. It doesn't feel like a seasonal bag in my opinion. However, the only thing I would say I would have changed if I can go back is buy the bag in lambskin, just because I love how luxurious the lambskin leather feels. I was offered the same vanity in both lambskin leather and caviar, and I did end up choosing the caviar because I wanted to use the bag as an everyday bag, not think too much where I'm going. Is it going to rain? Oh, I have to be extra careful so I don't bump the corners and scratch it, you know. So I wanted this bag to be a worry-free bag, but at the same time the caviar does feel a bit plasticky, I'm not gonna lie. Next are these Loewe sunglasses. Oh my god, I'm so glad I bought these. They're the cutest sunglasses. I get so many compliments when I wear them, and unfortunately I can't wear them anymore. It just doesn't feel right wearing these in autumn and winter because they do feel very summery. So I can't wait for spring and summer next year so I can start wearing them again. But I absolutely love them. I'm also really happy that I ended up getting them in the more classic colorway because these were available also in orange with like orange flowers and pink flowers, and I was very tempted to get the pink ones, but the white and gold frame just matches with everything, all my dresses, and because I have so many colorful dresses as well, these just go with everything. Next we have another one of my newest additions to my handbag collection, and this is the mini tweed rectangle from Chanel in this beautiful black and baby pink tweed with white sequins. It is such a stunning combination, but I have a story to tell you about this one. I never thought I will be telling this to you guys, but I was like, why not? So this bag is from pre-fall winter 25B collection, and as soon as I saw it, I fell in love with this bag, and this hasn't happened in a very long time. I see so many new bags all the time, so many new releases, but none of these bags make my heart skip a beat. And this is what happened when I saw this bag, especially when I saw it in person. I knew it had to be mine. And I pulled the trigger, I bought the bag, I didn't even think twice. I was like, this bag has to be mine, I'm getting it. I try to be very careful now when I buy handbags because I have a huge handbag collection, and especially from Chanel, most of my bags are from Chanel, and I just don't want to buy any bag that I like. I really want to curate a nice collection of bags that I actually use and wear. I don't want my bags to just sit on the shelves, you know, and I'll end up feeling guilty after that and selling them. So I bought this bag without even thinking about it, and then my partner, many of my friends and family said to me, you will regret this bag, you should return it. Everyone was telling me that I already have bags that are much prettier than this one, and I started thinking, and I was like, oh my god, I felt so guilty for purchasing the bag, especially because my partner told me as well, and my friends and my family, and I was like, oh my god, like, did I make a mistake? Bear in mind, it was still mid-summer when I bought this bag, and this bag is definitely more of a fall winter bag because of the texture and the colors. It is in tweed. So I knew I wouldn't really wear it until now. But yeah, I bought it, I believe, either June or July. I think it was July. So I thought about it after I unboxed the bag. I had it for like a bit over a week, and I felt so guilty, and I was like, okay, nobody likes this bag. So I went back to Chanel with the bag, and I was ready to return it. I was like, okay, I'm taking it to Chanel, I still have time to return it. Maybe it was a mistake, maybe I'll regret it later. I will go and return the bag. By the way, before I went all the way to Chanel, I changed up so many times. I tried so many different outfits with this bag just so I can convince myself if I should keep it or not keep it. I wanted to see in how many different ways I can style it. I wanted to see what I already have in my wardrobe. And I cannot tell you, midsummer, it's like 30 plus degrees here in the UK. We're having a heat wave, and I'm pulling out all my winter coats, tights, skirts, boots. So I made up my mind. I go to Chanel with the bag and I'm ready to return it. I go to the till, and you know, they have to open the bag, inspect it, see if it's in unused condition. My SA starts opening the bag and she pulls it out, and she gasped. She was like, what are you doing? Why are you returning this bag? Are you crazy? And I was like, I really love the bag, but everyone else hates it. Well, they don't hate it, but they think I wouldn't wear it. And she was like, but we're in the middle of summer, of course you're not gonna wear it now. I know your wardrobe, my SA knows me so well. And she was like, you have all these fabulous coats, you will really regret returning this bag, so don't do it. She was like, it's up to you, but I know your wardrobe, I know you will regret it. This is such a rare bag, and Chanel mini rectangles in tweed are quite rare, especially in such a wearable combination, and that's something I actually spoke about in my unboxing, I believe. So my SA and there was another girl at the till that was processing the refunds. They both were like, oh my god, you're going to regret it so much. Don't listen to anyone, don't listen to your partner, don't listen to family, friends. Do you love the bag? And I was like, yes, I do love the bag. And they were like, well, what are you doing then? Keep it. They packed my bag and I took it back home, and I'm so glad I kept this bag at the end. I'm so thankful to my SA as well and the girl that was at the till, because they were both telling me how special this bag is, and I knew it was a special bag. I knew I would wear this bag now in fall and winter, and I wanted another black bag but with a bit of a twist, a bit more different, and I cannot imagine not having this bag in my collection now. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Next is one of my favorite purchases that I actually made specifically for my summer holiday, which, by the way, I didn't vlog, but if you're curious and want to see some snippets from my amazing holiday, I had such a lovely time with my family. If you're curious, I do have a highlight on Instagram, so you can go check it out. So I'm talking about the purchase I made specifically for that holiday is the Dior Sarong. I'm so glad I got it, guys. It is such a beautiful scarf in the most beautiful, pretty pink shade, and I wore it with a white swimming suit and white wedges, white straw hat. So yeah, it ended up matching most of my swimwear and accessories for the beach as well, so I'm so happy with the purchase. And I can also wear it. I did actually wear it in the evenings. Two of the evenings when we went out for dinner, I wore strappy dresses, but because it was a bit breezy, a bit cold in the evenings, I put on the big sarong. I folded it in a big triangle and just draped it on my shoulders, and I loved it. So yeah, definitely a big hit. Next is my Louis Vuitton Capucines in wicker in the mini size that I have been waiting for this bag for, I would say, 3 years now, because they released it before in a larger size, and I'm so glad I was patient for such a long time and they finally released it in a mini size. I'm so glad I bought this bag because I ended up using it a lot. However, I did already film a review, a full review of this bag, so go check it out. I'll link it above again. It is not the easiest bag to wear, or should I say to use. It is annoying. It is the most annoying little bag, but at the same time it's so beautiful and I'm so obsessed, so in love with this bag. I don't have any regrets purchasing the bag, but go watch my video if you're planning on getting this bag, because it is annoying to use, so hard to get in and out of, it doesn't fit a lot. Yeah, it's quite heavy as well. There are problems with the strap, there are some issues other YouTubers here have mentioned as well, and I did mention in my review video as well. So that, although it is annoying, didn't bother me as much because, yeah, as I said, I just love the look of the bag and I knew I wanted it, so I don't regret it. It is not the most perfect, easiest bag to use, unlike the next one I'm going to mention. So the Louis Vuitton cherry heels, obsessed. Also, I bought them because of the Louis Vuitton wicker bag. To pair them together, I wore this combo a few times, and those cherry heels, initially when I bought them, I didn't wear them for probably over a month, and I just wanted to keep them new and display them. And actually at one point I was thinking maybe I shouldn't use these shoes, maybe I should just keep them as collector's piece. But later on in the summer, after I would say a month, I couldn't resist. I just wanted to wear them because I knew it was the perfect combination. I bought them specifically, as you guys know, I'm like the matchy queen. I always buy shoes to match my bags, and I was like, no, I have to wear this combination. Now is the time. Maybe if I don't wear them this summer, I'll regret it. So I'm glad I wore them. I wore them a few times and they're actually so extremely comfortable because they're also a wider fit, and the heel is tiny fun little heel with the cherries, and it is very comfortable heel height as well. Next we have another bag purchase that was definitely a hit. It is the Chanel Wicker Vanity bag. So this one is not a new release. I bought this bag pre-loved, and this is a bag that I missed on a few years ago. I'm so happy I finally found one of my dream summer bags that I've been looking for so many years, and it just goes with everything. I really wish I found it maybe a bit earlier because I bought it at the end of summer, like mid-August I believe, so I didn't have enough time to wear the bag because I wanted to wear it a lot more. But yeah, I did already have my Louis Vuitton wicker, which I also enjoyed during the summer, earlier in the summer, but I finished my summer by wearing the Chanel bag non-stop. It is just such a wearable combination because of the black patent leather, and it's a very compact size. It is also a lot easier to use than the Louis Vuitton Capucines in wicker. That one is just so stiff, whereas the Chanel one is just easy vanity. It's very easy to wear on the crook of my arm, it's a top handle, crossbody, it's very lightweight as well, so overall an amazing bag. Next we have my beautiful Chanel raffia ballerinas that I was dying to find. These were completely sold out because I missed on them, and Chanel thankfully brought them back, and just at the right time because I just bought the Chanel wicker bag, and then they brought these back and I was like, it was meant to be. That is the most perfect combination. Now these I love the style, I love the look of them. However, they were a bit of a miss because I don't know if I got the wrong size. I did make them work, kinda. So there is one additional sole plus a cushion at the back. So these, unfortunately, they're not the most comfortable shoes. I made them work, but as you can see, I had to put extra insoles, and it took me some time. Initially, when I wore them the very first time, they killed my feet. I had so many blisters, they were so painful, and I was like, oh my god, how am I going to break these in? How am I going to make them work? Because I want to make them work. They look so pretty. I bought them to wear with my bag. We were almost at the end of summer and I wanted to get as much wear out of these as possible. I'm glad I found a solution. Kind of a, I don't know, hit, but also a miss because of the sizing, I guess. Next, let's talk about fine jewelry. I finally ticked off these amazing silver Hermes hoops, and yes, Hermes silver jewelry is part of their fine jewelry line, and this particular style of earrings is so difficult to get hold of. I also really wanted to get these, as some of you may know, because I already have the matching bracelet and rings and I wanted to pair them together, so I couldn't be happier when I found them. However, I wouldn't say they're a complete like fail. I still love the style, I love the earrings. They're just impossible to put on if you have long nails. Gosh, I struggle so much because they have this very secure backing that I think is very similar to Van Cleef. I believe Van Cleef earrings have the same backing, so you have to squeeze it to put the earrings on. And with the long nails, it is impossible. Also because of the shape of the hoop earring, it kind of goes inside your earlobe. It's quite curved, so yeah, it's very tricky. So unless someone's helping me and putting them on, I can't do it myself. I cannot put these earrings on my own, okay? I did find kind of a solution, but I still struggle. It takes me such a long time even then to put them on myself if there is no one around to help me. But basically, instead of using the silver backing from Hermes, I use one of these silicone backs for earrings, and it is a bit easier because I don't have to squeeze it. I just have to try and like put it on, but as I said, because of the curve of the earring, it makes it a bit tricky when you have long nails. I think if I didn't have long nails, that wouldn't be an issue, but because of my nails, I do struggle a lot, and there are some days that I really want to wear them, but I can't because I'm on my own. No one can help me. Sometimes I don't have 10-15 minutes to spare to try and put on a pair of earrings. You know, I'm in a rush sometimes. I just want to put a pair of earrings on and leave. So yeah, sometimes I can't even wear them because I don't have time. There is no one around me. So unless I have like 10 minutes at least to spare before I go out, then I would put them on and wear them. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. So, do I even have to confirm if these are a hit or a miss? I mean, these were a massive hit. Also, I got them on sale and these were a very expensive pair of shoes, okay? Even on sale with the 40% off, the price was a bit eye-watering for a pair of shoes, but they're covered in crystals. They're my Cinderella shoes and they're just so classic, black and white Chanel slingbacks. These are also extremely comfortable because they're a wider fit. I wore them all summer with dresses. Again, I got so many compliments every time I wore these. I'm obsessed with them, as you can probably tell. Next we have the Savette mesh pouch that I bought beginning of summer. I would say actually back in spring I bought the bag, and do I regret it? I love the bag, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the bag. I maybe should have gotten it in suede because I love the Savette pouches in suede. And I really wanted a mesh bag at the same time, so maybe no, maybe I don't regret it, but I don't know. I think maybe because now I have the Chanel Vanity, I don't think I'll reach for that Savette bag anymore, to be honest. So after I bought the Chanel Vanity, I've been actually thinking if I'm going out and I have to choose a bag, I think I would always just grab the Chanel instead of the Savette, because it has a strap, and that's my only issue with the Savette pouch. I love the style, I love the shape, it fits a lot, it's a great bag, but it doesn't have a crossbody strap, and when I want to be hands-free I have to hold it like this. I have to put it under my armpit, and it's not the most convenient bag, especially when I go shopping. It's not a bag I would take with me when I go out shopping, because I've done that a couple of times and I regretted it. It is a great bag if you go out with friends for a cup of coffee. No shopping involved, no browsing involved, you know. But yeah, or for an evening out, it is a great bag. But I can use the Chanel Vanity for the exact same thing, and like situations I can just remove the strap because it's removable and just use it as a pouch. So I have been thinking about maybe letting go the Savette and buying it in suede, so I can where at least it will be in a different color and different finish, because I still love the bag and I love the style, but I think the one I have currently in mesh is just too similar to the Chanel, so I would always reach for the Chanel, as I mentioned. So maybe I should sell that and get a different Savette bag in suede. And I've been eyeing some in like chocolate brown, and they have this beautiful like khaki grey suede as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Alright guys, that's all. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I also hope it was informative. I like to, as I said, sit down and reflect on recent purchases and see how well I did this time, and I'm so glad that I don't have any big fails this time. I think most of these purchases, as I said, I did very well. They were definitely a hit. I don't regret buying any of them, but at the same time I wanted to give you a review so you can see the pros and cons, because that might be helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!